Welcome to quarterfinals of the Sensation Cup. This pro tournament, hosted by Asian Sensation and sponsored by Ninja TV, brings together the world's top 18 players. Top 3 players get cash prizes and exclusive official Ninja TV merch. Who will emerge as the ultimate champion? Stay tuned to find out. Alright boys, we are in the quarterfinals of the Sensation Cup right now, and our opponent is Foxito Papit, and he is seeded rank 1 in the tournament seeding, so we are facing off against the best player in the world right now in this game, so should be fun. He did beat WGB3 and the Real Jesus in rounds 1 and 2 to face us in the quarterfinals now. And starting map is a pool of 5 maps. It's basically we take turns banning. He banned one sec here. He banned Water Hazard and Swan Lake, and I banned Wattle Resorts and Frozen River. So Offside is the starting map. We are going Heli Farmyard, so we are already 45 seconds in. I mean, nothing is going on right now in the game, so we just go for anti-stall start. We are both anti-stalling. We both buy the farm, so standard stuff. Also, notice how we are both going Heli Ice. I think this is the meta for this map, and he thinks the same. So yeah, so it's gonna be a mirror matchup. So it should be fun. It is his main strategy. Heli Farm Ice is his main strategy, which he mains. So let's see how it goes, man. Whereas I specialize more in Engineer, Cobra, and Buccaneer and all that odd stuff. So should be fun here. We both send blues and 2 pinks, but the thing is, bro, he sent 2 way more than me, and I'm gonna end up leaking more, and he's gonna be outplaying me starting around 5 here, which is not good. You should just ditch your ice and just max Q blues, and they're gonna be leaking more than you, and eventually it just boils down to both players leaking to like 40 lives round 4. That's just how it is, bro, because if you buy your ice, you're gonna be ending up being the passive player, and your opponent is gonna have a higher eco than you, and that's how you end up getting outplayed. Round 6, again I had to send some greens and blacks here, otherwise he's gonna greed this out, which I don't want him to do. So we force the snap freeze. So it's pretty identical so far. We are out to him by a little bit, and we both buy our plantation round 7. Dead even so far, but I think he's up in lives because he sent to move round 4. Apart from that, we are just even for now. Alright, so round 7, nothing really is going on. We're just waiting till round 8, and one of us is probably gonna send whites here. And I see him farm here, so I just go for my farm as well. And I'm gonna bid this to 1-0, so we get all 3 bananas round 8. And I target my Heli at the start just so we can pop the white layer, and I double ice here. And this should suffice against like constant white. But I think my second double ice is just too slow. It should be a little bit faster. I should place it a little bit earlier, so yeah. So he's up by a little bit in eco because he sends whites, and whereas I have more money invested in my defense. So round 10 is here. Let's see if he sends constant whites here. I just go for my quarter just to be safe, because constant whites are difficult to defend on this map, and you don't want to end up chasing and then end up dying or boosting to it. So I send a set of white, just try and force his double ice, but he didn't end up falling for it. So yeah, nothing much really going on. Oh no, round 11 is right now, bro. I'm tripping. No, my bad. There was round 10. So round 11 is here now. So we have $2,000 saved up just in case he sends whites. I'm just gonna buy our rotors, but we both end up going passive and buy our farm here just because round 12 is a really short round, and you're gonna be making money instantly off that farm investment. So we both buy the rotors, standard stuff. It's literally so even so far. He is slightly up in eco, but we have more money, I think. But his equally is expected because he was the aggressor round 4, as I said earlier. So round 14 is here. I'm getting ready to double ice in case I see a rush, and just waiting for his rush at this point. And I also set my balloons in the right path just in case if I want to send something. Round 14 is almost in the end right now, and I send him a balloons to rush at the end of round 14. That way he has to triple ice and he can't bang, and I just get up my bang. So I delayed his bang by 1 round, and also forced 2 ices. So there's $600 forced in defense. I also got eco. It was mostly eco balloons. And let's see how it goes. But he's really saving up his money, and he greets for his BI now. And he has $700 in his pocket right now. So I just sent him a massive rush here. I'm just going to send my plantation and keep rushing him. I see his rotors chase. I just send Z+, and this is just going to overwhelm him eventually. And this is balloon boost as well. And I cash out, and this is going to eventually overwhelm his rotors, and he's forced to sell his bank for an Arctic win. Now this is really a situation for me. I'm up like 180 ego or something, 170 ego, something like that. I have forced an Arctic win, which is gonna drain him, because buying a reselling expensive tower like Arctic win does cost you a lot of money. So he just rebuys his bank, and we have the same farms right now, but we are up in like 160 eco, which is really good. He balloon boosters me some camos here, and I just boost to this because it's balloon booster, so don't really care boosting. We should be fine here for the most part. Yep, we are just fine. So we're tightening boost now. I don't really like how we send camos there. I think it's a waste of money. You should just send non-camos. That way you can get more eco as well, right? Because camo doesn't really give you extra eco, so you're just better off sending like more zebras and whites. So round 19, I get ready if he wants to rush me with the air balloons, but it doesn't look like he wants to rush. So we're both just saving up for our bank here. And round 19, at the end of round 19, I'm just waiting here, and actually I do not end up going for my bank. That's probably misplay. I don't know how much is in my bank. We both set a BFB regardless, and I'm just getting ready to get up on ice stall here. So I just ice stall the BFB, I rebuy my shards, and gonna get up a downdraft, and this should defend on boost. So getting ready for that. Look at the ice shards do so much damage, bro. Like ice shard is gonna do most of the damage here, which is really like broken, bro. Like ice shard is just so good, and it's gonna handle all the ceramics for us as well. And I just boost, he boosts as well. Now we are equal in boost. I sent a few zebras there. That's a misplay. You never wanna send zebras or rainbows versus booster shards. Like they just defense everything. So that's a slight misplay there. It's gonna put me down in money slightly, because that was like $600, and that might be delaying my PIA here. He does have more money invested in his defense now when he sells the squad does. Now he is up $1,300, but we are up in like, how much is that, bro? 70 eco, 80 eco, something like that. And round 22 is here though. He goes for his BIA, and I don't really have the funds to do so. I can't really match that. And I just target my heli a bit, just making sure we defend the air balloons. We're fine. So I buy around 23 BI. So it just goes to show how important money management is, because I sent those 3 sets of zebras round 20 after the BFB to try and overwhelm, but it just ends up costing me my BIA one round later. So I'm gonna be losing a little bit of eco there. I would have been up a little bit more in eco if I got up my BIA in time. So yeah, so now it's just, we are up like 25 eco, 24 eco precisely, and he's up in $1,000 approximately. So it's literally just E1 right now. I think he has 1 balloon boost extra though, and we are tightening boost as well. So it's pretty E1 so far. Round 24, this defense should suffice as long as it's triple ice. He gets up in a heli just to be safe. I should do the same. Yep, there's the heli. So he sends me a few camos here, just try and overwhelm my rotors, and I just go for a third rotors and a fourth heli here, just to defend the air blows. I don't really like sending camos, but it did get me to panic, so I guess it worked out. But I think you would just defend regular camos, honestly, if you just lock in place your rotors at the start of the map. Round 25, this is a really deadly round for heli farm ice, so I just sent him a few camo leads, just try and overwhelm his downdraft here, and it's getting really scary on my side. And let's go for a port heli just to be safe, and I end up defending the round 25. Yeah. And the air rainbows are on the way. I'm just gonna double ice, and that should shred everything. Yep, it just shreds, absolutely destroys everything. Ice shard is just so good, bro. And I sell my 4th Heli because you don't need it. And he buys this facility, so I think he cashed out there. I don't know what's the play here. I think ideally, in theory, you should just wait for your interest to build up, because compound interest is very powerful. So I wait for my interest to be filled in my BIA, and I notice my BIA is full after round 26 ends, and I send my BIA for double fact. So it's literally E1, but how much is that? So we are up $500 right now, and we are up by 24 ego. So I guess letting the BIA fill up to maximum value is the play, because he was up in money, but now he is down in money because he cashed out earlier instead of just waiting for it to be full. So we did end up getting quite an extra money there, quite a money lead there. And it sends me a massive zebra rush here, and I'm forced to ice shot here, which is really bad. Honestly, if you see after round 24, I think, not round 24, after round 23 ends, you should just lock in place your rotors, because if they rush you with something like that, you should just lock in place our rotors just to make sure you don't chase 2 zebras like that, because this rush doesn't really work if you just set your rotors and lock in place at the start of the map. So yeah, I don't really like his rush there, but I did misplay it, so it did end up working out. I should have just locked my rotors, but yeah. So he's up in facility right now because I'm really just chasing right now, so I'm kind of panicking. I also messed up my top shot spot, so I can't really double ice as well. So I'm really just chasing to these Moabs as well, so I can't really sell my ice quite yet. I'm just gonna wait till things get in control here, and I just sell my Vital Frost for an Apache because this is needed for round 30 AI, otherwise you're probably gonna die. And I sell my down row because I don't need those, and I get up my facility. So now it's literally just even, but he is slightly up in money because of my my inaccurate defenses. Like I had to go for Vital Frost and the second shards, and I just ended up in a lot of binary selling, and that lost me quite a bit of money, because you lose 20% every time you sell something. So yeah, something you don't want to do. Round 31 AI, I just go for second shards here just to help out against the AI balloons, because these are kind of pushing. I don't want to die to AI right now. Round 22 is on the way. This AI is also deadly, so you're going to need an Arctic Wind just to help defend this. So I go for the Arctic Wind, and he is trying to farm right now, which is not the play. Like, you should just stop farming at this point, because round 23 is when you all out Heli farm ice in a low farm game, because it's just really hard to defend. And I'm just getting ready to all out him now. His facility is not going to have enough time to make up for the buying and selling that he's going to do, so it's not really worth to go for any more farms after round 31, I think. I just rush him now. I send my shards here, just thinking that he is going for the defense and not countering, but I see him counter, so I instantly start selling my farms and rebuy my shards here. And I just set all out him at this point, and I just buy shards at the top first, and just stalling these CMGs. I'm also trying to get 2 ZFGs stalled with using a single ability, because we are low on money. So this is going to come down to whoever has the better money management. And I send BFBs over the top just to layer over the ZMGs. Alright, so he's not really sending me BFBs. Those are the AI BFBs, I think. So yeah, I'm not at this point, bro, because I sent him like 6 seconds earlier. I'm not even gonna try to defend, and I'm just gonna bet on the fact that the BFBs are gonna layer on top of the CMGs, and he's just gonna end up dying. So I'm not even at this point, bro. I'm not even trying to defend this rush, and I'm just gonna stall it out. And let's see how this goes, bro. He is gonna defend. He's gonna be able to defend basically like 3 or 4 CMGs. After that, it's gonna get way too dense for his liking. So yeah, this is getting really close. And round 23. Round 24 AI is on the way. Round 30 is such a long round, bro. Like, the AI takes forever to come out on round 24, and AI mobs are on the way. Now I should be targeting my Heli towards the front of the map, but I'm not doing that. And this is gonna cost me the game, bro. Like, you should just target your Heli at the start because see how I'm trying to, I notice the Moabs are pushing and I try to target my heli just to pop the Moabs, but I'm gonna pop the BFB by accident, and if this BFB gets unpopped, it's over, bro. Like that, it's the Moabs are just gonna kill me. So I just boost here and the Moabs are pushing here. I send my shards, I rebuy it in the top spot, and it's getting really close. I literally leak a life there, and we do end up winning the game. So a really close game there. Like we just won by like what, like a millisecond or something. Really close game there. I was like dead there 100%, but he died first, so we did end up getting up the dub here. So yeah, that's a really good game, bro. That's the content we're looking for, honestly. And yeah, let's go. Moving on now. His losing map is Shapes. Expecting a Heli Farm Ice Mirror. And I just match Heli Farm Ice as well because it's the meta for this map. I don't think anything else beats it. We both go for passive starts. And I send till... Don't really know the eco number. I just send max Q for now because he is gonna leak quite a bit. Also, he ended up sending me less blues there, but I did end up sending a lot of reds here, so he's gonna leak more than me for sure. And just saying for my heli at this point, I just calculated it at back of my head, so it's not gonna be perfect eco numbers. I'm gonna have a little bit money left over. I have 100 left over, so either I should send $150 less of blues or $150 more of blues, just to optimize the eco numbers a bit, because you're gonna have money invested at all points of the game time. So round 4, we just max Q blues here, just forcing ice. We both go for ices and just trying to force his snap freeze, because unlike game 1, I wanna be the aggressor and get him low on lives, if that makes sense. And I just target mainly at the back. It's way too early to target at the back. I should just keep it at the front for now. And I notice he starts selling pink, so I do the same. And just gonna I should buy a snap freeze here because it is gonna overwhelm eventually. And I do end up getting the snap freeze. And I'm making quite a bit because I waited so long to get it up. Like, you should just go for it instantly, because balloons get dense so quickly in the ice when they are just frozen, and the heli just ends up getting overwhelmed. So I sent a sad emote because I leaked way too much for my liking. I don't have any spikes as well, so not the best early game by me. Definitely should have just went for the snap freeze right away. And he sends me blacks here. Blacks are not going to do anything even if I'm low on lives. I should just defend these no life lost. So you can see I'm not even trying to go for any defense. It basically did nothing. That's those 3 sets of blacks. So I just keep farming on. At this point, I'm just trying to make it a high farm game, because if it's a low farm game, we're gonna be dying to all sorts of pressure that he's gonna send. Also, AI is gonna be difficult as well, since it's gonna be misjudged. It's gonna be so hard to judge it properly whether something is gonna defend or not when you're low on lives. He sends me a couple of whites and a set of black, post my double ice. I should also be sending blacks here instead of whites because it's just cheaper. It costs like $30 less, so something we're gonna do. And he just goes for his double ice. I send my ice here and notice that he is sending more, so I just go rebuy the ice. I do end up leaking a white balloon somehow. 2 whites got by, bro. Like, I'm not really targeting my heli well. Not a single white should get by the way, on this map, because this is a really good Heli Farm Ice map. Probably, like, is this the best Heli Farm Ice map, bro? I think it is, right? I think this is the easiest Heli Farm Ice map to play. I mean, you have Dread, but Dread is like a boss, you know. So I sent him a few whites there because I saw him greed for his plantation, but he did end up having enough money for rotors. And this is really bad because I thought he didn't have enough money to buy rotors, but round 11 and 12 are just so short that you get money back like instantly off your investments. So that was a really bad rush. Now I'm gonna be behind in farms, but I'm up in eco, and he ends up sending me a rush here, and I had to sell a farm there, and I do end up defending, but at what cost, bro? Sell a farm, and I'm still leaking a bit, but we're fine for the most part. Also, I'm not really triple icing, which is also a misplay. You should always just triple ice. Double S is just inconsistent. Triple S just does better. Now I think it's tied in eco. And I'm just gonna bank up this round. Like, I can't really rush him because then I just delay my own bank. And I just sell my farms and go for a bank. Now he has a plantation left back. So his money is invested in farms and my money is invested in defense. And the longer the scenario goes on, the better it is for him. So this is really bad for me. So I sent him a round 16 rush just to force his plantation sell. But he just ends up triple icing, bro, and it just defends everything. This is just the sheer power of ice, man. Like, all you need to do is just triple ice and it just defends everything. Because if I send camos, sure it gets past the ice, but he can just micro his rotors at the back and it's gonna handle like a charm. So that was also a bad rush, because it did not force anything. It's just supposed to force a farm spell, but it didn't. So we're getting outplayed right now. This is really bad. He ends up setting his farm for BA and he spikes the front. Notice how he spikes there because it's gonna hit the warp. But I did not end up setting a warp because I need to get up my BA right now. So that was a bad read by him. He just wasted 2 spikes for no reason. And I'm just sad right now because I'm getting outplayed. He has more money in his BI, I think, whereas I won't have as much. So round 19, we are both going to send a BFP. That's the standard. You always want to send BFP because it forces cash out and boost as well. So yeah. Round 20 is here now. I send him a BFP instantly. And expecting a BFP by his 3-2-1 BFP. Yep, easy reads. Also, notice how he balloon boosted his BFP. Because he had 2 balloon boosts there, you also want to do something like that. Make sure you have 2 balloon boosts round 20s. That way you can send a BFP balloon booster and you can also go for a balloon boost when you all out round like 23 or something. And I just get up 2 rotors here. That's really unnecessary because you're supposed to boost here because you don't need 3 boosts. But I end up going for a boostless defense, but it gets really scary and I do end up having to boost. I probably didn't have to boost there, but it's just unfortunate, man. Like, this defense is just so bad. Also, I think he did not cash out. Yeah, I don't think he cashed out there. Or did he cash out? Yeah, notice he doesn't go for his Republic here. That means he did not cash out here. So we're just getting outplayed at this point. He defended without cashing out using a boost. I should have done the same, honestly, but I ended up cashing out and going for a boost because I was so low on lives. So this is a really bad situation for me. And yeah, as I was saying, he did not cash out. So he cashes out round 22. He's gonna get so much money here, and he's gonna be basically outfarming me from this point. And I just double dice here. Not really need double dice on round 22. He's just fine because your downdraft is just gonna deflect everything back. So this is a really tough spot for us. I have $10,000 saved up. Just trying to save up for a facility at this point. And I'm gonna let my BI cook up as well just before I cash out. And he sends his BI here, probably because he's not gonna have another cycle for a full cycle for his BI to keep up his BI, because by the time his BI completes a full cycle, it's gonna be like around 29 or around 30, probably something like that, and it's just way too late. Like, you don't want your BI past like round 27, honestly, because round 23 you are going to be killing your eco with an all out, and eco is not gonna have enough time to pay off if you're still investing till round 29. As you would if you were to keep up a BFP. So he sends me a BFP here and a few camos followed by it. The camos don't really do much. I just end up, no mind, I end up boosting, bro. I didn't need to boost that. So that's another misplay by me. You shouldn't have boosted to this rush. Like, double downdraft just defense everything. but I panic a bit and I just go for a boost. I also go for a 4th Heli here just because I'm just so scared of round 25 here, and he ends up sending me a massive camo all out, bro. Like, what is this rush, bro? It's a massive camo zebra rush. It's like zebras and camo zebras and whatnot. So I end up having to go for a viral frost. So this is really bad because I need to defend that using just ice ability, but I did end up over defending because I panicked. And I go for a shot round 25. And just farming at this point, and we are fine to AI. So nicely done. And I end up sending my BI here shortly. I'm gonna wait for it to wait for the full though. So when I did, I'm gonna cash out it after round 26. He's up in Facility and Republic, but I have money in my BI and BI itself. So I'm gonna get money when I cash it out. And look at the AI balloons right now, bro. The AI is regionally like crazy, and I end up just dying to this. I couldn't really tell if my Helis had that or not, because you can't really tell how dense the balloons are under the Heli, and I end up going down there. So our losing map is gonna be Swan Lake. This is probably one of my favorite maps to play on, and we are going boat blue, which is the meta for the strategy. I already made a video on this. I'll link it in the I button in the top right. And we both go for a passive start. Just gonna get up 0-0 farm and then start with a boat. Honestly though, you should just start with a 1-0 farm. It's just better. You'll get all 3 bananas around 2 that way. Something you wanna do from now on. Something I'm gonna do from now on. So I go 264 eco and just buy my great shot. And I still don't have more bananas. So round 3, I go for more bananas. A little bit late. Let's see if we still get 3 bananas here though. So that's 2 bananas, and that's the 3rd one. So we did end up getting all 3 bananas, which is really good. Now I'm just gonna set in pings to force his faster shooting. He does the same, and I'm gonna probably go till lower 280 eco. Lower 280 eco, that's the number I think. Don't really remember the exact number. I'm just gonna go with my gut here and go lower 280, but the eco number is like a little bit higher than 280. It's like 284 or something like that. And round 5, we both buy our plantation, and it's literally just even so far. He is up by 3 eco, but we are up in money, so it's literally dead even right now. And we did end up leaking more than him. Not too sure if he spiked or not. Okay, round 6, send him a couple blacks just to force his second grape shot. You do need 3 grape shot. What's his space black on this map? Because it's gonna eventually overwhelm and cost you a lot of leaks. And I force the second grape shot, and I just go for my farm now. Round 7, he just keeps sending just because it layers with the AI, but I end up sending a little bit late. I wait till the greens pop out to layer, because that way you're gonna get a more efficient layer. He goes for his second. He goes for a faster shooting on his second grape shot. So well done. Standard stuff, pretty same so far. And round 8, I go for a yellow rush here, and I do end up forcing a 3rd grape shot, which is really good, bro. Like, this is gonna cost him so much money because he's gonna sell it, right? And he does the same. I just go for a 3rd grape shot as well. But the thing is, bro, I was the aggressor round 8, so 1 eco boost, I'm gonna be getting more money than him, like $30 more. So because I sent yellows first and he went for the defense, and after he defended, he sent P yellows back, there's like a 6-second gap there, and that's gonna mean that I'm gonna have more eco than him for 1 eco boost, and that ends up getting us like $50 extra, I think, or something like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it does, because small things like this are where you outplay your opponents, and that's what decides the winner of the games. So round 11, we both go for farms here. It's literally just even. He's up 80 by 8 eco, but we're up in money, so it's literally just even. And we both send camo leads, and he sends me a couple of whites there, but it doesn't really do much. I just micro my Buccaneer and we're just fine. And we're both just trying to get up our bank here. Should go for around 15 bank here, which I do. And I still have money for Destroyer. He actually doesn't go for his bank. So he's playing it really safe for some reason. Like, you should just bank there. But he doesn't opt to do so. And I just go for my Destroyer because I don't want to chase 2 air balloons. Because I notice he's not really going for his bank. So is he gonna rush me? Like, what's his plan here? And he buys the bank at the end of round 14, leaves behind a plantation. Okay. But the thing is, bro, unless he has more money invested in his defense that way, I probably shouldn't have bought my Destroyer then. Yeah, definitely should have bought that. I just go for a mini rush here, just trying to force that farm sell. But he goes for a Destroyer and is basically fine. So, well done. Not really sure who's outplaying for now. I did end up going for second clue for the air path. Don't really need that as well. Like, I'm just... Like, my mistake this game is just that I'm over defending for no reason. Like, I should just wait for him to rush me, then worry about getting up defense. Alright, so we're just saving for a BIA here. Round 18 is here. I get ready for Moabs. And I don't really want to send his Moab his way because my priority right now is just to get up my BIA up. And he has to send me one as well. And I'm just getting ready to BIA here. Probably gonna cash out here, right? I shouldn't cash out. Okay, nice. So I sell my glue and I go for my BIA. This is the correct play because now he has to send me a rush to force and cash out. And I'm fine with him doing that. And he said, balloon boost me something. I wait till the Moab is on the screen and then I cash out. Honestly, bro, I shouldn't have boat pulled that because I have 3 boosts. I'm not going to use all 3 boosts late game. There's just no way. So, probably should have just boosted with double Destroyer. And I end up sending him a balloon rush and it baits a boost, which is really, really good. And now I can just basically send him a balloon boosted Moab, bro. And it's going to cause a lot of trouble for him. So I sell my Destroyer because that's over defending. And I can just boost if he sends me a Moab. And I balloon boost him a Moab this way. This is also going to layer with the air balloons. And he is forced to go for Monkey Pirates. And he both pulls the Moab. And just goes for a Glue Hose and double Destroyer. And that just cleans up everything. He sends me a Moab here. I end up cashing out. That's such a bad play, bro. Like, I'm just panicking at this point. I just micro my Buccaneer and micro some more Destroyers on the map. Just because I'm panicking at this point. And I go for even more over defending at this point. So, not something you wanna do. You should just boost there again. You don't need 3 boosts. Like, there's just no reason for it. I just go for double glue just for air. You're gonna need double glue for air on this map. Double glue at the start and double destroy should be enough. So he just does the same. And I send him a balloon rush here. This is not gonna do anything because glue was just gonna shred everything. And he sends me a few camo zebras. So as I said, bro, even camos, it's just not gonna do anything because I have destroyers for cleanup and Glue Hose basically shreds everything else. So we are up in eco right now. We have more defense up and we're tied in farms. So we are outplaying and we are up a boost I think as well. So we are outplaying. So far it is really good. He's gonna need more defense soon for... Actually never mind, he has a Glue Hose and I don't, right? So we are somewhat equal in defense. But we are indeed out equipped by, how much is that? 130, I think. It's 150. Okay, we are out equipped by $150 and tied in farms, tied in money, basically up like $300, I think. So it's just we are outplaying by like $150-ish in eco. So not really anything major, but we are also up a boost as well. So round 24, I notice he is under defending, so I end up sending him a rush here, and he's forced to glue storm there because I set a cam on there, and he's basically fine to it. I'm just spamming pinks, just trying to get some eco while rushing at the same time. So he is up in farms now because he cashed out, I think. I don't really like cashing out there, and he sends me a Moab. Now the reason this is a bad play is because I have 3 boosts. His thinking should be, since I have 3 boosts, sending him a Moab is only gonna bait a boost out, and he doesn't need 3 boosts anyways. So not sending a Moab is the play. You should just let me have 3 boosts because I'm not gonna be able to use all 3 boosts anyways late game. So not the correct play by him. Like beating that last boost is just irrelevant, honestly. So yeah, round 26 is here though. He has double facilities. I matched the double facility as well. We're tied in farms. So let's see the situation here. Basically tied in farms, but we are up like 560 eco, I think. So this is really good. We are outplaying at this point because of his bad rushes, like he sent camos and whatnot. But he is up slightly bit of money, like $3,000 I think. But we're just gonna catch up here very quickly using our eco lead. So he goes for a facility there. We both should get identical amount of crates here because I only got a facility like 2 seconds after he did, so it doesn't really matter that much. I just buy the valuable bananas, and I'm going for a 5th destroy. You don't really need the 5th destroy, honestly. You should just invest in this farm, in your farms. He goes for the 5th destroyer as well, so it kind of evens out, but that's a misplay by both of us. And round 28 is here. We have 2000 eco almost, and again we still have the 560 eco lead, which is really good. And we're tied in farms now basically. Yeah, we're tied in farms. He's up like $1,000 or something. No mind, we're literally tied in money right now. Alright, so I guess I just go for more destroyers because there's no point in farming anymore, because round 30 all out is just gonna be deadly for Buccaneer. Okay, so here's the thing. Defending late game with port glue is really unreliable because of the fact that you can't control your defense, because you can't control how aircraft's targeting works. I mean, sure, you can set them on close and strong and kind of control it, but you can't get them to specifically target a part of the map, right? If that makes sense. So if I have a lot of mobs I want them to target at the start of the map, it's not gonna work out because you have like no control over your aircrafts. So that's the reason I all out him round 30, and he goes for the defense, and there's no point in countering now because I'm just gonna stall anything he sends, and he's gonna just die before me. So he has to commit to his defense at this point. He's port pulling like crazy and also getting a blue ability, and I just get up blue liquefiers just because round 32 AI is very deadly, bro. Like you need like 3 liquefiers just to have defense, and I end up boosting as well. So here he sends me a CMG. This is way too late. It's just not gonna reach in time. Like I don't even need to pop it. I just stall it out, and it's guaranteed that he will die before me because of how late the CMG is. So I get up triple blue liquefiers, and I get up 1 more glue just to be safe, and we're just fine to AI at this point. So now he's just almost gonna die here because he can't really control his aircraft. So see, the air is pushing on his path, and he just ends up going down because, again, like I said, you cannot control what your aircraft carriers are gonna do. So you can just, it's really unreliable, and most likely you're just gonna die, honestly. So we are up to 1 now, and his losing map is YBR. Again, expecting Heli farm eyes. That's what he's been going like on all of his losing maps, and I do the same. I think Heli farm eyes is the meta for this map as well. And he goes for a
passive start, which is the correct play because I did not anti-stall round 1. So honestly, if the situation is like if both parties don't want to anti-stall, you should just go for farm start, 0-0 farm, and then buy your Heli. But the thing is, bro, if you do a start like that, you're just betting your money on the fact that they are not going Heli Farmyard, because if they're going something like DFA, you would want to anti-stall. But since Heli Farmyard just easily beats dot on this map, he assumes that I'm not going dot and ends up going for a passive start. So it's just mind games at this point. But it is the correct play because dot just ends up, he can always just anti-stall after round 3 if he sees a dot on the map, if he sees that I'm going dot only. So it does end up going the correct play, but optimally you should just anti-stall with Heli Farmyard. But it does work out in this scenario. So round 4, he sends me blues and pinks. So the thing is now, since I had to send him blues early on, I cannot send him round 4, and I just wait till round 6 to send him stuff. And this is just gonna be way too late, honestly. He can just farm on here, and which he does. So now he is gonna get all 7 bananas round 6, and I end up balloon boosting a green rush. This is also really bad balloon boost. Never balloon boost before round 13 to Heli Farmyard. So you should just use your 1 balloon boost mid game, 1 balloon boost for BFP, and the last balloon boost for CMG all out, probably like around 33 or something. Depends on the farm situation. So I would say he is outplaying us so far, but it's not really that big of an outplay. He's just up by like $200 or $300 so far. And I sent him whites here because whites, you need to triple ice on this map to defend whites. And I used my second balloon boost. Like, what am I doing here? First of all, triple ice defense everything. I think my thinking is that since he's so low on lives, I have to commit to big aggro here just so we can try and force the squad dots maybe, but triple ice is just so consistent, you are not getting anything past it. So my play is the great play, and I just go for a double ice. I don't really want a triple ice right now because I'm gonna need a quad dots for round 11 anyways. So he's up in farms, we are up in eco, and round 11 he buys a squad dots just to be safe. You can even constant wise using just triple ice, so neither of us are sending anything. And I just wait a bit and I go for round 12 plantation here. The reason I wait there is because even if I bought the plantation there, it wouldn't have mattered because I won't get any money unless new round has started. That makes sense. So, and he might punish if I go for a plantation there. So now he's just up in farms. We have same defense basically, and I'm getting ready to double ice. And I'm just really playing it safe right now. Just getting ready to double ice in case I see a rush. But I don't really see a rush here. Then when he does end up sending me a rush. And I couldn't get up my third ice in time because I was trying to place my Heli. And I do end up boosting this, which is just really bad. Like, honestly, I think my pattern of defending that was incorrectly. I should just triple ice and then get up a Heli and then target my rotors at the end of the map. That's the correct way to defend that. So slight misplay by my end, and I end up having to boost there. And he's gonna match my bank with higher eco and up a boost. So this is just really bad. Now I set him a zebra rush here just to force a boost, and I'm still sending even if he boosted. Like what? And he goes for a second snap freeze. I don't really think you need that, right? That's gotta be a misclick, right? No way you need 2 snap freezes, bro. Like, 1 snap freeze just handles on boost. Alright, so tied in boost, we have identical eco and identical defense. Everything is the same at this point. But I think he has slightly more eco because of his more optimal rushes. And I just anticipate a Moab here. I don't really send him a Moab because I want to get up my BIA before I do any rushing. So neither of us is sending a Moab. I'm just gonna save up for a BI at this point. That way I don't have to cash out. Oops. So round 19, he goes for his BI. I end up buying something on my Heli here, bro. Like what? You don't need to buy anything, bro. That's just gonna delay your BI. So that's another misplay by me. And I end up not buying the BI. Bro, what am I doing? You 100% had to buy a BI round 19 because you're gonna cash out round 20. And if you buy a BI, you're gonna get more interest on the round 19 cooked up interest, if that makes sense. So this is a really bad position for me. I'm probably just losing at this point. Cash out my bank and I'm just marking my shots here. And then go for a down rough. And notice how I have so much money. I have, when I had a rotus in the down rough, I already had 2.4k. So that could have just went forward in my BIA there. And I would have a BIA on the map. And I just sent him a zebras. I sent him a few zebras. End up doing nothing. And I have to boost as well. So this is just really bad. This is really unoptimally played by me. I should just done what he did. And there's no point in sending BFPs as well because not BFPs, zebras behind the BFP because our boost just gonna defend it. Now I'm just getting outplayed here. I'm trying to go for a round 20 BI. That's the only way I keep myself in this game. I should sell my Heli right now, but I do not end up selling Heli because I'm just so low on lives. I don't really want to risk it. And I just triple ice here. And we do end up defending the AI successfully, but at what cost, bro? Like, look at his farms, bro. Like, he has so much interest built up in his BI as well. So this is why you just need to get up around 19 BIA, bro. Like, there's no other option. You're gonna get left behind in the dust if you don't get it up. So he is outplaying us, unfortunately, at this point. So I send the sad over there because just getting outplayed. He is up in eco, he is up in farms. We have more defense on the map for some reason. Like when you're in a situation like this, your priority should be just to create and try to come back in the game. So just sell the Heli here and go for a Republic. That way you catch up in farms. But the thing is, bro, I get nervous here and I don't want to sell my Heli, but you're gonna need it for round 24 anyways. So, but not like I have an option here, right? See, I was basically fine there. So definitely should have went for a Republic there instead of just keeping my third Heli up. And he cashes out there, I think, for a facility. And he's gonna sell his BI when he has enough money to afford a second facility. Round 25 AI is on the way. This is a really deadly round for Heli from ice. And I just triple ice here. And a few pinks end up getting pulse ice, and I just end up dying to the AI blues. I mean, bro, I looked at it for a pixel and all I saw was yellow layer, and I thought I didn't need to boost there, but that's the thing with Heli, bro. Like, you can't really tell how dense the balloons are, and they just end up going down there. So his losing map is Hydro. My losing map is Hydro Dam. Again, going bolt clue. I'm just really confident in my Buccaneer. So I'm really confident in taking him on both maps. And we both go for passive start, and I spec the back. Standard stuff, standard start here. Going for one of farm. And as I go for, we both rush here. 263 is the number though. And I do end up sending 263. I was a little bit late in sending for some reason. Like those last two sets of blues. I could have sent it earlier, probably. And that's why I mess up. Oh, I miscalculated. I just over-echoed. Yeah, 263 is the number. And I do end up leaking more than I had to there because of that miscalculation. So that's why I sent the sad emote there. So round 4, just gonna send him pinks to force his faster shooting. Honestly, this is a heavy send map because the grape shots is just inconsistent and you're gonna leak eventually. So I go for a high eco approach. Is this gonna be lower 290 eco or something like that? When you have a passive start and a life dominant map like Hydro Dam, you should just go for high 280 eco like I did in this game, like 287, 290, 289, something like that. Just works out. Provided if it's stalled out start. If it's anti-stall start like Swan Lake, you go for lower 280s like 281, 283, something like that. And he sends me round 5 blues. Now this is a really bad rush here because if he sends blacks like I did, it basically forces the same defense with less money. That way you have money invested in your farms and you can get up a bank like a round earlier and just get up the eco back and you're gonna be outplaying. So not a fan of sending group blues, especially when grape shot excels against group bloom damage. So yeah. So we're both sending blacks here, just trying to layer with the AI balloons at this point. And I just go for a glue just to help out because I don't want to buy the faster shooting on my grape shot, but I will need my glue for round 10. Also, my glue is way too high up. It should be slightly less, and I end up sending him yellows. And he does the same. I just go for a corrosive glue just because I'm going to need it for round 10 anyways, as opposed to going for a grape shot. And I send him a rerush here, just trying to force a third grape shot here. And I send my Buccaneer in the deep spot because that's a bad spot after round 10. And I just buy my Destroyer here. But the thing is, I panic here a bit and I had to sell a farm. Honestly, I should have sold my glue for a grape shot. That way I would have had a massive lead. But the thing is, I'm still up in farms and he's up in like 20 eco. So I think we are outplaying for now. And I end up going for a third farm here. Not a third farm, a second farm. And he buys his plantation. So he's up 20 eco, but we are up on entire farm here. So I think we are outplaying for now. I send him a Camo Lead just to force his cannon ship. And he goes for the cannon ship. I do the same. And he sends his Buccaneer in the deep spot because this is a terrible spot after round 13. As I stated earlier, and round 13 is here. He's not really farming for some reason, and so I noticed that, and I don't farm as well because the longer this situation goes on, the better it's gonna be for me. And I see him farm, so I'm just gonna farm now. Just trying to go for a bag at this point. The reason why I don't buy the plantation on my 1-0 farm there is because I'm gonna send it soon. So it's not going to have enough time to bring in enough ROI. So it's just better to just save up for a bank instead. So round 16 is on the way. It's a really scary round. Dealing with round 16 is just so scary. And things might get ugly real fast. So I go for a round 15 bank here with a 1-0 farm left behind. Just in case he rushes me. Yep, he does go for a rush here. It's whites, zebras, and yellows over the top. Also notice how it's a non-balloon boosted rush. That means our rerush is gonna be on the way and it's gonna be balloon boosted. So I didn't even need to boost there. You probably should just not boost it. 2 non-balloon boosted rushes like that. It's just different boostless, honestly. So that's a misplay by me. Definitely didn't need to boost it. And he goes for a round 17 bank here. Now the thing is, bro, he has like no defense on the map. So I send him a mob. Honestly, what is the play here? A blue rush is the play, right? Because it would have forced a... I cash out here for Camo Zebra rush. This is a bad rush, really bad rush. I don't recommend doing this because he didn't even need to glue storm there, but he ends up panicking and ends up selling his bag, but he was just fine there. So I sent him a secondary board here because he is again being greedy and he does not have a boost this time. So it's not gonna be fun for him to defend this one. And it's also layering with the air blows. He sends me a mini rush here. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to focus on his side, especially when he does not have a boost to rely on. And I go for triple destroy here just to have defend. And I send Inlets back. He's also sending me Inlets. So it's just intense at this point. We are both sending each other rushes. We are both defending. And he does end up going down here. So that was just really intense. That got really intense really suddenly. Also, how he died was that his non-corrosive glue hit the lids, and that tunnel made it so that he couldn't see the lids go past. And by the time he realized that it's glued with a non-corrosive glue, it was just too late, and he did not have enough time to get up a canoe ship and does end up going down. So really good series here. We ended up winning 3-2. So we won the quarterfinals, and we're going to be facing off against Sinful in the semi-finals of this tournament. And the winner of it goes in the finals. And Sinful actually, let's take a sec here. Sinful has not lost a single game in this series so far. He has beat Flush 3-0. He beat Prideful 3-0, and he also beat Gold Ship 3-0. So he has not lost a single game in this tournament. So it should be fun, man. So yeah, that's the series, boys. I'll see you all in the semi-finals, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video then.